Hello SSE2 players, and today I'm going to show you all how I managed to go from spawning in to colonizing Nibiru in just 40 minutes. I was arguably the first person to ever get the badge for colonizing Nibiru. I only say arguably, because even though I already said someone else had the badge, some random guy called Neutron Star told me the first one was actually just a tester, so as of now, this is my second time colonizing Nibiru, and only 3 people, tester included, have this badge. Though, honestly, it seems really easy and routine to me. Let me show you the reliable steps I took to colonize it both times. So, to colonize Nibiru, your first step actually has to be colonizing Mars a lot first. Of course, to do this, you need to have money, so I'd form a class as soon as possible by deorbiting the 2 Martian moons. And if Clace is already formed somehow, like it was for me on this attempt, well, lucky you. Just fly there in a quick ship with lots of fuel and get a payday. If not, just deorbit those 2 as soon as possible, reset, make a new ship, and wait for the formation to finish before you return to it. So, as for what you buy, it depends on how many shock stones you got. Top priority is always a drill, pickaxe, and factory. If you have money for more, get a dome if Mars isn't habitable, more drills, junctions, more factories, or even a mill and fracker if you're that rich. An air tank from Eric won't hurt either if it takes a bit to find resources. Now you just gotta land back on Mars and set up a colony like you would in any other game, but maybe with a bit more haste. And as much as the entire server is gonna hate you for this, do not public your factories and mills. All your metal you need to do this will get stolen, and you don't need a Mars team until Earth is in imminent danger. If you need one, then get your dome set up, and then set up your drills and factories connected to junctions. Get a mill as soon as possible and place it. Make a ship. You don't have to do it the exact way I did, but this is my personal favorite style of ship to make. Wait for your factories to fill up and make one station mill and then as many more factories as you can. Get the space station core from the station mill and attach it to your ship's rear. Now we need the fuel for the core. Get a good bit of C4, maybe 20 or so, as well as a jetpack. Ball lightning, which is the fuel for the core, can be found on Umbriel, a moon of Uranus. I already know from memory exactly which planet Umbriel is from afar, but you can just follow where I went. Bomb the surface some, but don't put each C4 too close to another or your ball lightning will probably just get blasted off into deep space. Even if you see a piece or two fly off into deep space anyway, just keep waiting and placing and don't worry about it, you'll get one soon enough. Once you do get it, go back to Mars, attach a lot of catwalks, maybe 5 or more onto one side of your ship. Now this is where it gets tricky. You need to put a space station core in your ship, then fly it to Earth. You need to get it into an orbit of Earth and try to align it properly so that it'll be close to Nibiru when Nibiru passes by, but it won't get hit by Nibiru. Take the ball lightning out and activate your space station. For now, though, you'll notice that you can't actually build because the game still registers you as being on Earth. For now, you have to reset. Fly back to Mars quick from Earth. It's no big deal, and if you've been doing this properly, then time probably isn't as thin stretched as you'd fear. Make more factories with metal in your existing factories, but most importantly, get at least one drill, one fracker, and junctions. Set up both the miners to get resources and connect them to the junction. Now make a lot more junctions, because you need to use a trick to get resources to this colony. Get a new ship with a space station core. For real this time, I mean a space station core this time. Sorry for messing that up with the colony creator earlier. And a jetpack. To make junction chains, you gotta fly a bit into space, freeze your ship with the core, jump, place the junction, connect it to the last junction in the chain, jetpack back into your ship, and continue doing this in Earth's direction. Don't put each junction too far from each other or they won't connect. Eventually, once you get close enough, you'll start to gravitate to Earth instead of just outer space. And at this point, you'll notice, again, the game doesn't let you place anymore because you can't place stuff on Earth. That's just it. So at this point, you cannot actually finish your chain yet. You have to wait for Nibiru to destroy the Earth to finish your chain. But the good news is, at this point in time, you're actually mostly done with everything. As long as Nibiru hasn't hit just yet, go back to Mars, get a bunch of colony supplies like a dome, a few more junctions, factories, mill, spawn, all that good stuff, and just fly back to the furthest junction that you could connect. Freeze yourself there with a space station core, and at that point, just wait for Nibiru to hit Earth. Once it does, eventually Earth won't be able to gravitate you anymore, so you can finish your chain. You gotta do this quick though, because, well, Earth is literally dead. Nibiru is passing right through the exact point your colony is located at, so this is the prime time to do it or die. As soon as you start gravitating to Nibiru, immediately start finishing your chain and connecting it to your space station, which hopefully should still be around Earth somewhere, or where Earth used to be. Just do this quick, and hopefully it shouldn't be that much longer until you're able to connect your junction chain to the space station. Once you do reach your space station with it, first thing I do is place a dome on the edge of the catwalks, and then place a spawn inside it. Then from there, just place factories around it, place the mill, place a junction on top to collect resources, get all the resources, make sure everything is public, and yeah, then at that point, as long as you're not getting hit by Nibiru or something, your spawn is going to become a Nibiru spawn. So, congrats, GG gamer, I don't know what else to say, that's pretty much how you colonize Nibiru, it's not that bad. I expect a lot more people will probably be getting this badge as soon as it becomes like a lot older, but for now it's still a very, very few people, single digits amount of people who have this badge, so I just thought I'd upload a nice little guide on how you can colonize it yourself and pretty much the whole strategy to use to have it done by the time Earth is destroyed. So thanks for watching.